Have you ever wondered if it was possible to design your own perfect chicken, one uniquely adapted to your needs? Every country and every location has different climate conditions. While a generic layer like the Isa brown is an excellent producer of brown eggs, it doesn't perform the same way in a cold climate where temperatures often drop below freezing, as it does in a tropical country where the heat can soar over 104 degrees Fahrenheit. In our last video, we opened Pandora's box and revealed the secret to creating pure breeds with specific traits, as if you were an architect of genetics. If you haven't seen it, don't worry, the link is in the description. But before we continue, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss a single episode of this series. What if I told you that what we saw in that last video was just the first step? What if we took those unique breeds, adapted to our needs, and combined them with the elite of the poultry world to create something never before seen? Today, the poultry revolution is about to begin. We're going to level up and create a line of high-production hybrids, one of a kind and tailored to our dreams. We all know the superstars of the poultry world, the Isa brown or the Highline brown. For many, these hybrid lines are the gold standard, the ultimate goal of production. But have you ever wondered what they really are? While they're famous, these chickens aren't pure breeds in the traditional sense. In reality, they are F1 hybrids created by giant corporations, the final product of a meticulous genetic effort that has taken decades to perfect. The secret behind their incredible performance is hybrid vigor, the same science we've been discussing. These companies take two pure but highly specialized and often secret genetic lines and cross them. For example, a male line of a Rhode Island red crossed with a female line of a Rhode Island white. The result is a hybrid that combines the best of both worlds, creating an animal with a laying capacity that far surpasses its parents. It's mass production of genetic excellence. What's fascinating is that, in this video, we're essentially applying the very same science. What major corporations do on a massive scale with unlimited resources, you can do in your own backyard coop. With the right knowledge, the same science that created commercial hybrids can be used by you, in a personalized way, to create a bird that's perfectly adapted to your vision, with traits that big companies wouldn't offer, like colored eggs, special plumage, or adaptability to your climate. This elevates your project from a simple hobby to a true work of genetic engineering. You aren't just buying a product, you're creating one. You're taking control, deciding every trait, every color, and every level of production. You're moving from a consumer to a creator, an architect of your own genetic line. Can you imagine a chicken that lays over 300 eggs a year, but each one is a striking blue, a rich green, or a beautiful chocolate? Or an elite layer with dense plumage, no tail, or that amazing frizzle effect everyone loves? All of this is possible, and the secret, as always, isn't luck, it's knowledge. In this video, we're going to crack the genetic codes of our beautiful chickens so you can be the creator of a poultry line adapted to your own desires. To make the leap into the world of elite hybrids, it's crucial to understand that success isn't about luck. It's about meticulous genetic work. The most important and crucial step in this entire process is the creation of a pure breed that's one of a kind. This is our starting point, our blank canvas, and the reason is simple. You can't build a skyscraper without a solid foundation. When we talk about creating a pure breed, we're not just talking about having pretty chickens. We're talking about fixing a series of stable and predictable genetic traits that will be passed down uniformly from one generation to the next. Think about this. If we want a chicken that lays blue eggs and can withstand our local climate conditions, we have to make sure the gene for egg color and the genes for hardiness are present and consistently expressed in all the offspring. This pure breed, specifically adapted to our needs, becomes the most valuable raw material. Why? Because when we cross it with another existing breed, that's when we're going to create the next big thing in the poultry world. Once we have our pure breed, stable and perfectly adapted, we move on to the phase we're truly passionate about, creating hybrids. The goal is to cross our new breed with a pure high-production line, like a leghorn or a Rhode Island red. The result of this cross is what we call the F1 generation, the first hybrid offspring. And this is where an extraordinary genetic phenomenon manifests, hybrid vigor. This means that our F1 hybrid chicken will have egg production or meat development that is notably superior to that of its parents. It's as if we took the best from each one and amplified it in a single animal. This surge of energy and production is what allows us to reach those levels of over 300 eggs per year or exceptional growth in less time. To take this to the next level, an advanced method is to create two pure breeds at the same time. This not only gives us more control over the project, but also maximizes the potential of hybrid vigor. Imagine we create a first pure breed, line A, with dense, cold-resistant plumage, and at the same time we develop a second pure breed, line B, with a desired trait like blue egg color. When we cross the hen from line A with the rooster from line B, the F1 offspring will not only inherit the stable traits of their parents, but the hybrid vigor will be expressed with an impressive force, taking production performance, whether for eggs or meat, to levels far beyond what each parent breed could achieve on its own. Understanding and mastering this first step is the key to unlocking the true genetic potential of our birds and creating unique high-production lines for your farm. So you can understand the true magic of genetics and the power of hybrid vigor, let us show you an example that's a masterpiece of genetic design. Imagine a pure breed, one with traits fixed over the years to be the perfect chicken for cold climates. Its plumage is incredibly dense, a true natural armor. But this chicken isn't just about hardiness. It's a production machine, designed to lay up to 280 eggs per year of a beautiful brown color, with excellent size and weight, and with impressive precociousness, starting to lay as early as 4.5 or 5 months of age. Now think about another poultry creation. A breed made specifically for the production of blue eggs, with similar laying levels to the previous one, but with a unique physical trait, a naked neck, which makes it exceptionally good at handling heat. Its plumage, while functional, isn't as dense. What happens if we cross these two beauties? If you combine the hen with dense plumage and brown eggs with the rooster with a naked neck and blue egg genes, nature and genetics work their magic. From this cross, an F1 hybrid is born, a chicken that's living proof of what's possible when you understand the genetic code. This hybrid not only inherits the dense plumage trait from one side and the naked neck characteristic from the other, creating an animal perfectly adapted to any season of the year, capable of producing non-stop in the most intense cold, and without suffering stress in the hottest months. No, the production of this F1 hybrid skyrockets, surpassing both parents and reaching peaks that go beyond 300 eggs per year. And the best part is the surprise waiting for us in the nest. The brown egg hen and the blue egg hen give us a hybrid that delights us with amazing green eggs. This isn't theory, it's the materialization of a dream. It's having the power to create the chicken you put at the center of your community, the one that produces more, resists better, and gives you the perfect egg you've always wanted. This is the true poultry revolution. Before I reveal the next level of this knowledge, I want to invite you to explore more about the world of farm animals. I've created a new channel where we talk about ducks, turkeys, and other fascinating animals. There are already several videos for you to enjoy and become part of this bigger community. The links to the channel and the first video are in the description. And once you've tasted the power of genetics, your ambitions grow even bigger. Many of us, when starting in this world, face a brilliant idea. I want a hen as productive as a leghorn, but one that lays blue eggs. The most obvious solution seems to be a simple cross. Take one of our blue egg hens and cross it with a leghorn rooster. In our minds, we're about to create the perfect hybrid. But there's a secret that most beginner breeders don't know. The frustration is understandable. After waiting months with excitement, our chicks grow up, mature, and the day of the first egg arrives. And to our surprise, the egg is white. What went wrong? The answer lies in a hidden but incredibly powerful gene, the leghorn's inhibitor gene, I. This gene is dominant and acts like a master switch that turns off any other egg-colored gene. It doesn't matter if the hen carries the blue gene, O, from an ameraucana, or the brown gene from a Rhode Island red. The leghorn's I gene always wins, resulting in a white egg. The simple path is not the right path. But don't worry, because success in poultry genetics isn't luck, it's strategy. The real work begins with the first step, by designing your own pure breed. If your final goal is a high-production blue egg hybrid, you must start with a well-defined breeding plan, and the best tool is backcrossing. The goal is clear. Create a hen that looks and produces like a leghorn, but lays blue eggs. We take a purebred leghorn hen and cross her with a rooster from a highly productive blue egg breed, like an ameraucana. The resulting clutch is our BC1 generation. This is where the leghorn's inhibitor gene dominates, and most of the daughters will lay white eggs. But all is not lost. Only a few, those hens that surprise us with a blue egg, or a different shade from white, are the ones we're interested in. They are the key. Now comes the rigorous work of selection. From that BC1 generation, we will select the chickens, males and females, that look most like a leghorn in size, conformation, and productivity. We'll cross these hens and roosters back to a blue egg breed. We will repeat this process, generation after generation, all the way to BC5. In each backcross, our goal is to dilute the leghorn's eye gene while maintaining and fixing its physical appearance and impressive laying capacity. The first crosses will yield a higher proportion of white egg hens, but as we progress, the proportion of blue eggs will increase. The final result, in the BC5 generation, will be a completely new stabilized breed. A hen that visually looks like a leghorn, with its size, energy, and production of over 280 eggs per year, but lays a vibrant blue egg. Once we have invested the time and patience to create this new breed, the real prize is the potential of the hybrids. With our new blue egg line established, it's time to leverage heterosis, hybrid vigor, to reach maximum productivity. To achieve the hybrid of our dreams, we cross our new blue egg breed with an existing line of high-production ameraucanas. You should know that, just as the Rhode Island Red has a high-production line that lays 280 eggs a year, there are also lines of ameraucanas that have been developed for production, averaging around 280 eggs. The result of this cross is spectacular. The F1 hybrid hens will be superior to both parents in their laying capacity, surpassing 300 eggs per year. They will inherit the dominant blue egg gene from both parents, guaranteeing blue eggs in the entire clutch, and their physical appearance will be very similar to the leghorns, as its genes are more dominant. This is how a true breeder not only gets what they want, but creates a superior animal, an elite hybrid that revolutionizes their coop. Now that we've seen the power of creating elite laying hybrids, it's time to take this science to the next level. Genetics not only gives you the power to shape egg production, but it also allows you to design the perfect animal for meat production. Let's talk about how to create a broiler hybrid that can compete with commercial giants like the Cobb or the Ross, but with the added advantage of being a more resilient animal adapted to your needs. For broiler lovers, the frustration is real. While commercial breeds are growth machines, they often lack hardiness, longevity, or adaptability. Their rapid growth can lead to health problems. But with the right knowledge, we can design an animal that maintains speed, feed conversion efficiency, and muscle mass, but with the robustness and characteristics that only a homemade hybrid can have. Let's divide this F1 broiler creation into two main strategies. Strategy 1: the master's path. This is the approach that big companies use to create the hybrids that dominate the market. The idea is simple but powerful. Instead of looking for all the traits in a single chicken, we create two pure breeds, each specializing in a specific goal. The first step is to create the breed we'll use on the paternal side. This pure breed, a line A, will be designed to provide meat and growth. Its main goal is weight gain, breast muscle development, and feed conversion efficiency. To create it, you could select breeds known for their musculature, like the Cornish. Generation after generation, you would select and fix the genes for the fastest growth and widest breast, creating a true genetic machine. Now we'll create the breed we'll use on the maternal side. This would be breed B, and it would have a completely different focus. Its role is to be the mother. It would be selected for its excellent fertility, the ability to lay large, strong eggs, disease resistance, and its capacity to be a good breeder. Here we could cross breeds with these characteristics, like the white Plymouth Rock. The result would be a new, unique, and prolific breed that passes on genes for strength to the offspring. The miracle happens when you cross these two new specialized breeds. The resulting F1 hybrid combines the explosive growth of line A with the hardiness of line B. This hybrid vigor manifests in a broiler that surpasses both parents in all aspects, resulting in an animal with such rapid growth and high meat production that it rivals any commercial hybrid. Strategy 2: the smart path for the breeder. If the two-line approach seems too complex, there's a more accessible but equally impressive strategy. Instead of creating two breeds, you would only create one, and you'd use it to improve an existing and available broiler breed. The story here is one of continuous improvement. The first step would be to create a purpose-built breed, designing a pure breed that solves the problems of traditional broilers. For example, we could create a breed with superior disease resistance, greater longevity, or a more developed foraging instinct, which would reduce feed costs. Once this pure breed is established, you would cross it with a recognized broiler breed, like the Sasso or the Cornish. By combining your unique breed with one of these, the F1 hybrid will not only inherit the growth and musculature, but will also gain the traits you selected, such as disease resistance or a calmer temperament. This cross would give you a broiler hybrid with the advantages of industrial production, but with the benefits of a more robust animal adapted to your farm. In this way, both approaches give you the power to create the perfect chicken, not just for laying eggs, but for producing the best meat. The true reward of this process isn't measured in the number of eggs. The final value of your creation is much deeper. When a commercial hybrid chicken, like the Isa Brown, completes its productive life cycle, its value expires. Its genetics are designed for maximum production, and it doesn't reproduce uniformly, so its value ends at the end of its cycle. It's a single-purpose animal. In contrast, your creation has a value that endures. The chicken you have designed through a careful process of backcrossing and selection is the result of your vision and your work. She is not an end, but a beginning. You have the power to continue the line, to keep selecting and improving. Its value is not just the production of an egg, but that it is an animal with a history, with known genetics that can be used for future crosses, for future projects, and for future dreams. This proves that the knowledge of genetics gives us the power to mold poultry farming to our will, creating not only beautiful breeds but hybrids that surpass their parents in every aspect. The key is to understand and master the interactions of genes so that the creation of our dreams becomes a reality. The true magic is not in the egg, but in the chicken that lays it, and you are the architect. This is the true value of your creation, an animal that not only serves a purpose, but is a living work of art, designed by your vision and your passion. There is nothing on the market that resembles it because it is not a production line, it is a line of heritage. What you've seen today is the path that transforms a hobbyist into a master of genetics. We have gone from a simple idea to a strategic plan. You have learned that knowledge is the most powerful tool to create the chicken you put at the center of your community, the one that produces more, resists better, and gives you the perfect egg you've always wanted. This is having the power to create not just one, but a family of hybrids, each with a specific purpose and the mark of your own genetic ingenuity. You have deciphered the codes of poultry farming that for years have been a secret. Now you are in control. Every cross, every selection, every result is the fruit of your knowledge and your vision. You have shown that the most direct path is not always the most successful. Through patience, strategy, and understanding of genetics, you have achieved a result that seemed impossible. This is a testament that passion, when combined with knowledge, can achieve anything, even creating a new breed of chicken. We invite you to join us on this journey. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video where we will explore more poultry secrets. To your success, my fellow breeder, until next time.